My beloved child, I am calling out to your heart with tender affection that wraps around your spirit like a gentle embrace. For I want you to know that I have never stopped watching over you. Even in the quiet hours of the night, when your mind is flooded with uncertainty, I am right there, offering my comfort and support, ready to guide you toward peace. I cradle your dreams and your hopes, protecting them with my boundless power, for you are ever so precious to me. Do not let fear overtake you, for I am your constant refuge, and you are not alone, because my love stands firm forever. My dearest companion, you have not slipped from my sight, nor have you ever been out of my care, because my heart remains fixed on your every step, your every breath, your every silent prayer. Breathe in this assurance, for I am the one who lights up your path even when you think darkness closes in. Let your soul be calmed by the truth that I hold you securely, never releasing my hold, never letting your spirit drift away. Believe in my unwavering devotion and find hope blossoming anew in the depths of your being. My treasured child, know that I will always be your shield when trials arise, your strong refuge when winds of adversity blow, and your calm anchor when the waters of life become rough. I will not permit the storms to devour you because I made you, and I cherish every fiber of your existence. In each moment, I breathe my encouragement into your heart, whispering that a brighter day awaits you. Open yourself to my comfort and embrace the promises I have set before you, for they are certain and will not fail. I see the value in your soul like a priceless gemstone, for I formed you with intention and care, shaping you with my own loving hand. I rejoice in every beat of your heart, delighted in the melodies of your thoughts, your yearnings, and your dreams, which I have placed deep within you. Never question your significance, for I have called you by name and claimed you as my own special creation, designed for a purpose that brings grace and hope into this world. Celebrate the beauty of your existence, because I crafted you to shine, and you will illuminate the path of many who seek direction. Move forward with assurance, knowing that I take pleasure in all that you are becoming. You are no accident, my precious one, and the breath that fills your lungs came from my loving intention, not by chance or coincidence. Even when doubt creeps into your mind, I urge you to remember that I knit you together with purpose, shaping your heart to reflect my own compassion and mercy. Embrace the truth that your life is part of a grand tapestry, where each thread has importance and nothing is wasted. I smile upon your steps, and I am thrilled to see you flourish, because I delight in the brightness of your future. I have given you unique gifts, irreplaceable attributes that are meant to bless not only yourself, but also the people around you. You may think your talents are small or insignificant, yet I assure you that what I have placed inside you can grow beyond your wildest imagination. Cultivate those seeds of ability and watch as they bloom into a joyful garden of service and love that no amount of hardship can destroy. Stand confident in this, for I have anointed you with my spirit, and I am proud to call you my beloved. My promise stands. You are unforgettable to me, as dear to me as a priceless treasure kept close to the heart. I beam with joy whenever you turn your face toward me, no matter how uncertain or fragile you feel. Understand that your smallest action, your faintest whisper in prayer, echoes in my kingdom like a symphony of hope. Embrace this reality, for you matter more than you could ever comprehend, and I am ever fond of you. Raise your eyes to me and let your spirit be glad, because your worth is immeasurable in my sight. I see every tear you shed, for you are not hidden from my gaze, and I hold those tears like precious drops of sacred water. When you weep with discouragement, I am there seeking to caress your wounded heart with my healing grace. I watch over you with patience, knowing that each struggle is shaping your character and strength, and I will not let these moments of pain consume you. Let that assurance rest in your heart, for my presence stands vigilant and strong on your behalf. I know how heavy your burdens can feel, how the weight of expectations and the pain of past disappointments can almost crush your spirit. Perhaps you have felt alone, questioning if there is any escape from that tight place of anxiety and weariness. But remember, my beloved, that I am the refuge in which you can lay all your troubles, the resting place where your soul can once more regain strength. Even in the dark hours, I whisper my comfort into your restless mind, urging you to trust that I will see you through. Cling to me in those moments, for I will light your path with my unwavering love. I see your frustration when you have tried so hard only to meet dead ends or watch your best efforts unravel. Grief may have turned your mind into a field of doubt, as though my plan is hidden behind a shroud you cannot pierce. Yet even now, my care is working quietly, weaving threads of miracles that will form a tapestry of goodness in your life. Trust my timing. Believe that I am fully aware of your sorrows, and know that I will never stop fighting for you. Rest in that promise, for hope still dawns every morning. Sometimes you feel so weary that every step forward becomes a chore, your energy waning under the constant demands of life. My child, I understand, for I have seen the shadows lurking behind your smile, and I am not blind to the silent struggle. Even when human strength seems insufficient, I offer you my spirit to replenish your inner reserves of courage and resolve. Do not let weariness define you, for I have a refreshing oasis prepared, where your soul can drink deeply and be revived. Trust in my sufficiency, for you will find rest in me. If loneliness has ever found its way into your heart, know that I am the companion who never departs, the friend who stands by your side when others may fade away. I see that ache you try to hide, the longing for understanding and the yearning to belong somewhere safe. But my arms are ever open, calling you into a relationship that is steadfast, filled with acceptance beyond any judgment. When you are tempted to think you are forgotten, remember this: I cherish you, hold your hand, and will not let you fall. Take courage, for you are at home in my embrace. I also witness the strain you feel when caring for your loved ones, the heaviness in your heart as you watch them go through trials you cannot immediately solve. Perhaps you have prayed with tears, wondering if I truly see their needs and their fears. Yet, my precious child, I have been working in their lives even before you asked, orchestrating solutions that reflect my plan for redemption and restoration. So do not lose hope or give up interceding for them, for I am faithful, and my grace abounds in ways that surpass your understanding. Hold tight to my promise, for I will come through. When the nights seem endless and the future looks like a tangled path, I want you to remember that I go before you, shining a light that guides your steps. Your confusion is not a barrier to my sovereignty, because I see all possible routes and I know the best path for your good. Do not carry the burden of tomorrow on your own shoulders, for I am the God who lifts your load, the caretaker of every unseen detail. Cling to that real hope, for though you may see darkness, I see the coming dawn, and it will be glorious. My child, I am not a distant figure who merely observes. I am the shepherd who walks intimately beside you through every valley, every mountain, and every plain in between. In the valleys, I shield you from the wolves of despair, In the mountains, I celebrate your heights, and in the plains, I share your daily joys and challenges. I pour my never-ending mercy over the dryness of your worries, so your sorrows will transform into reasons for praise. Remember, my footsteps are right next to yours, for I love you fiercely, and I am your guarded refuge. Even in the storms of accusation or criticism, I remain your steadfast defender, standing with sword and shield, ensuring that these arrows shall not harm the heart I created. I have promised to be your strong tower, the place you can run into and find safety, no matter who or what stands against you. My arms are not too short to rescue you, my voice not too faint to give you the assurance you seek. Rest in my might, for I have never lost a battle, and my intention is to protect you from all that threatens. Let your mind be at ease, for you are under my banner of victory. I know sometimes the journey feels like a lonely desert, as if every prayer seems to echo into emptiness, and you wonder if I truly listen. But my ears are always tuned to your cries, and your whispers of desperation never go unnoticed. With each prayer, you draw near to my throne, and my heart moves with compassion, orchestrating the perfect answers in the fullness of time. Therefore, pour out your soul without restraint, and watch how I send living water into your dryness, quenching your thirst for deliverance. Find your peace in this knowledge. I hear you, and I act for your good. When the world's voices become too loud, beckoning you to doubt my words, remember that my voice is the truth that stands unshaken throughout eternity. The shifting opinions around you cannot override my eternal perspective, for I declared the foundations of the universe, and my dominion stretches beyond every horizon. Cling to what I have spoken over your life, promises of hope, a future of grace, and a destiny of joy. Because my word does not return void, keep your ears attuned to my whisper, and let your spirit rest in the unwavering truth of my counsel. In moments of temptation, when the path seems obscured by the pull of destructive desires, seek me fervently, for I am your way of escape. You are not meant to battle sin and weakness on your own, for my spirit empowers you to triumph over every snare. Do not be ashamed of your shortcomings, for my forgiveness stands ready, washing you clean like fresh morning dew, renewing your soul like the rising sun. Take courage in your struggles, knowing that my strength is perfected in your weakness, and you need only to ask for my help. Believe in the freedom I offer, for it is real, and it is yours to claim. When finances and resources seem scarce, and you worry how to meet daily needs, I remind you of my abundance. Everything in the heavens and on the earth is mine to give, and I will not withhold good things from you. Trust in my provision, for I feed the birds of the air and clothe the fields with splendor. And you, dear child, are far more precious to me. Come to me in prayer. Lay down your financial anxieties, and let me show you that I am the God of miracles and surprises. Hold on to hope, for I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider who never fails. Your future is secure in my hands, though you might only see fragments or a fog of uncertainty. I have mapped out a path tailored to your growth, brimming with opportunities and revelations of my goodness. The doors you thought were slammed shut could be my redirection to more fruitful avenues, leading you towards an outcome more magnificent than your initial plans. Do not despair over the missed possibilities, for I am weaving something greater than your imagination can fathom. Press forward in faith, confident that my blueprint for your life is drenched in love and wisdom. I am your shield, your refuge in every storm, and your guardian against unseen forces that war against your spirit. When negativity seeps into your mind, telling you lies about your worth or your future, remember that I speak truth and life over you. My truth slices through the darkness, reminding you that you are chosen, redeemed, and destined for victory. I stand vigilant like a good shepherd, chasing away the wolves of doubt, so you might find rest in my pasture of safety. Breathe in that assurance, for my defense is not a mere concept. It is a daily reality. I am your refuge in the midst of tempests, the place you can run to when the howling winds of trouble threaten to knock you down. Hide yourself under my wings, for there you find security that transcends any earthly stronghold. Even if storms rage on the outside, your inner being can remain calm and still, saturated with the peace only I provide. Do not tremble at the thunder, for my voice speaks a stronger word of comfort and protection. Keep your heart steady, for I have promised that the storm will pass, and you will stand in my shelter unscathed. Right now, I am opening doors you cannot yet perceive, orchestrating breakthroughs that will astound you, even though all you see at this moment are obstacles. My purpose is not limited by what your human eyes can detect, for I have the power to bring forth light from darkness and hope from despair. Celebrate the seeds of faith that I have planted in your heart, for in due season, they will produce a bounty that will leave you in awe. Trust in my unstoppable grace, for my hand is never idle when it comes to your welfare. Stand firm, anticipating my wonders that lie just beyond the horizon. My beloved child, talk to me, for I listen even to the faintest whisper of your heart, longing to draw near to you in every circumstance. You do not need elaborate words or religious ceremony for me to hear you. Just come with honesty, speaking to me as you would to a friend who never judges. In these conversations, you release your burdens into my capable arms and receive the strength your heart has been yearning for. Let each prayer become a sacred exchange of trust, a gentle letting go of fear as you cling to my reassurance. Remember, you are never silenced, for my ears are always open to your cries. Do not fear your enemies or the challenges that loom large, but rather lift your eyes and come to me with your every worry, for I am your fortress. This is not a passive waiting, but a confident approach, trusting that I handle what you cannot. Each concern you surrender to me becomes a gift you place into my almighty hands, and I respond with solutions far beyond what you could devise. Let your soul find rest in my faithful pledge, for I will act, and no one can hinder my work on your behalf. Keep your hope alive, for my might will dismantle every formidable stronghold. Even in your moments of doubt, do not withhold your prayers, thinking they are too small or too broken for me to attend to. I am intimately familiar with your inner workings. I delight in your baby steps toward trust more than you know. Sighs and groans that words cannot express are heard in the courts of heaven, and I am tenderly moved to ACT on your behalf. Embrace the simplicity of calling out my name, for I am already near, cupping my ear to catch every syllable of your plea. Move forward in that confidence, for my readiness to help never diminishes. Let me remind you that your prayers are like seeds planted in fertile ground, which, in my time, will sprout with answers that testify to my mercy. You may not see the sprouts right away, but as a farmer waits patiently for the harvest, so I invite you to wait, anchored in hope. Each passing day, I water those seeds with my own power, ensuring that what I have promised will never wither. In the fullness of the season, the bloom will appear, more glorious than you can imagine. So stand tall, for the harvest of blessings draws closer than you suspect. I have prepared for you a future that overflows with my blessings, not a meager portion, but an abundance meant to display my goodness. These present difficulties will pass, and you will witness the unfolding of my miracles in ways you never dreamed possible. Clothe yourself with expectation, for my plans exceed your highest ambitions, and my timing is always perfect. I am never late, nor do I forget the slightest detail, for my love compels me to give you the best. Let your heart leap with joy, for the dawn of my promises is swiftly coming. I understand that hope can seem distant when your surroundings appear unchanging, when the daily grind seems to deliver the same frustrations over and over. Still, I am stirring the waters of possibility, bringing forth refreshing currents that will revive your weary soul. Breathe in the fragrance of hope, trusting that I am working behind the scenes, orchestrating a grand symphony of redemption and joy. Lift your eyes beyond the immediate sorrow, for your tomorrow is shaped by my grace, not by the limitations of the present. Find comfort in my steadfast guidance, for I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever. Your fears about tomorrow need not dominate your heart, for I am the God who holds the very essence of time in the palm of my hand. Allow my assurance to take root, recognizing that the same hands that stretched the heavens are cupping your life with gentle care. When you trust me with your tomorrow, you give me permission to turn your concerns into stepping stones of triumph. And so I say to you, be strong, for I have not forgotten a single detail of what you need, and I am eager to guide you to green pastures. Rest in my faithfulness, for it never fails. My dear one, I know your heart yearns for breakthroughs in relationships, in finances, in health, or in spiritual growth. Let me assure you that I delight in meeting you where your hope resides, breathing new life into your most sacred desires. Where you see obstacles, I see opportunities to display my compassion and might, turning your trials into testimonies of victory. So hold on a little longer. Keep your gaze fixed on my love, for I have not overlooked your cries for transformation. Let your expectation glow brightly, for you are on the cusp of seeing my glory revealed. I remind you that the battle is not yours alone. I take up arms on your behalf, shielding you from unseen adversaries and negative forces that seek to crush your joy. My angels stand guard, dispatched to protect you, fulfilling my word with precision and power. Your enemy trembles at the sound of my name, for I have already won the victory through my mighty acts of redemption. Trust in the coverage of my lordship, for no plot or scheme can triumph over my plan. Let confidence rise in your soul, because you do not stand alone on the battlefield. Do not shrink back in times of uncertainty, for I am stirring up gifts within you that will empower you to step forward in faith. I am the God who gives boldness to the timid and strength to the weak, enabling you to accomplish tasks far greater than your natural capacity. Let my spirit be the wind that fills your sails, propelling you toward endeavors that once seemed impossible. When you lean on me, you transcend your limitations, stepping into a realm of boundless possibility. Stand with your head held high, for I am your ever-present helper. Though you may wrestle with insecurities, thinking you are unqualified or inadequate, allow my truth to wash over you. I qualify those whom I call. I do not choose the brilliant or powerful exclusively. I choose the willing, the humble, and those who desire to reflect my glory. Your weakness is the canvas upon which I paint my strength, making your life a testimony of my redeeming power. Abandon the mindset of I cannot, and step into the grace of He can, for I am the great I am, and I make ways where there seem to be none. Let my words dispel your doubt, for I carry you always. When the world's chaos intensifies and voices clash for your attention, remember that I am your gentle whisper, your still, small voice that calls you to rest and assurance. In a culture of hurry, come to me for rejuvenation, for your soul is safe when nestled in my infinite wisdom. My yoke is easy, my burden is light, and I desire that you find refuge in the calmness of my presence. Breathe out the tension of daily pressures. Breathe in my peace that surpasses all understanding. Keep moving forward in that peace, for I preserve you amid the noise. I invite you to taste and see my goodness, to not merely hear about it from others, but to experience it deeply in your own story. As you open your heart in prayer, as you read my words with eager expectation, you will find the treasures of revelation I have tucked away for you. Your faith will rise like an eagle catching the thermals, soaring above the storms that trouble your horizon. The more you focus on my face, the more clarity you gain for life's twists and turns. Bask in my light, child, for I am never stingy with my affections. When challenges appear like giants towering before you, do not forget that I am the giant slayer, the same God who toppled Goliath with a single stone. I take delight in demonstrating my power through what seems small or unlikely, proving that the battle is truly mine. Your only task is to pick up the stone of faith and hurl it in my name, trusting that I will guide its flight for a perfect victory. Every giant you face is a chance for me to display my endless might on your behalf. Therefore, proceed with boldness, because you and I are always a majority. If your heart feels heavy with regrets over your past, remember that my mercy stands as a living fountain, washing away every stain and giving you a fresh white robe of righteousness. Let go of the chains of shame, for I died to break those chains and free you for a life of abundance. The scars you carry do not dictate your value. Rather, they can become signs of my healing grace and testimonies of my redemptive work. Step away from the shadows of regret, for I have promised to restore the years the locusts have eaten. Receive my renewal, for your future is bright in my eyes. I see how disappointment can sour your expectations, especially when plans crumble or trusted relationships fail. Yet I am the master builder who can restore ruined walls and resurrect hope from the rubble of shattered dreams. Offer me your broken pieces, and I will create something strong and beautiful, more resilient than what stood before. Do not shy away or think your best days are behind you, for with me, each dawn can hold fresh promise. Believe in my rebuilding power, for I am skilled at turning ashes into splendor. Let my words be the lamp that illuminates your daily path, showing you where to step next so you will not stumble. I do not require you to see the entire route at once, only the next step, and then the step after that. Trust that my direction is a light shining in darkness, guiding you steadily onward with mercy and truth. Even if the path is narrow and the night is long, my guidance will never fail to lead you toward abundance. Keep your eyes fixed on my guiding torch, for I will not let you lose your way. When you hear unsettling news or face a crisis that rattles your sense of security, come under my wings immediately, letting my peace envelop you like a comforting blanket. The storms of life are not a sign that I have abandoned you. Rather, they are opportunities for you to witness my power more profoundly. I calm the winds and waves with a single command, and in that same authority, I can calm the troubles within your soul. Do not be afraid of the raging seas, for I am the captain of this ship, ensuring you will reach safe shores. Anchor your trust in my unwavering presence. I want your heart to beat with the conviction that you are dearly loved, not because of your accomplishments, but because of who I am. You do not earn my favor through perfection, My love for you is established by my very nature. Let go of the pursuit of trying to be good enough, and simply rest in the knowledge that my love is a gift freely poured out upon you. My grace covers you like a vast ocean, ensuring that guilt has no lasting foothold. Walk forward in that assurance, for my love forms the bedrock of your identity. Though your heart might ache for direction, and your prayers seem unanswered at times, continue to trust my purposeful silence. Silence does not equate to absence. Often, it is the framework for a greater revelation yet to come. If you knew everything at once, you would not experience the wonders of discovering my plan unfolding in its perfect sequence. Keep your spirit attentive, for my next move might burst forth at any moment, turning your confusion into clarity. Embrace the quiet with hope, for my answers are never late, and my presence remains your sure foundation. I am the God of new beginnings, ever prepared to transform your wilderness into blossoming gardens. Just as the springtime breaks the grip of winter, my spirit can revive the places in your soul that have grown dormant. Release your jaded perspectives and invite my renewal to burst forth like budding flowers after the frost. Allow your heart to sing a new melody of faith, for I am not done writing your story. Believe wholeheartedly that your latter days will hold even greater glory than the former. My child, as you draw near to me, I pour out revelations of my nature into your longing spirit. You will find that my love is not just a concept, but a tangible force that reshapes your character and opens your eyes to uncharted horizons of compassion. Spending time with me in prayer and devotion is not a chore. It is an invitation to partnership, to share my heart and my burdens for a hurting world. In my presence, your identity is affirmed, and your potential is unleashed. Lean into my arms, for the greatest adventures of your soul begin at my feet. The storms that once seemed daunting will become stepping stones on your journey to deeper faith, for you will emerge stronger, more resilient, and more convinced of my unwavering goodness. Watch how I refine your character through adversity, burning away what hinders you and polishing your virtues to a radiant shine. Though the refining process can be uncomfortable, I assure you it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness, equipping you to be an inspiration for others in their difficulties. Embrace my refining fire, for it is never meant to destroy, but to bring forth pure gold from within you. Stand in confidence, for I am proud of the progress you make daily. I know the battles that rage in your mind, the accusations telling you that you are not sufficient, that your faith is too small or your failures too great. Yet, my child, those are lies, for I have already declared you accepted, beloved, and made whole by my grace. When these voices arise, come back to my truth, which speaks a far stronger word over your identity. In my eyes, you are worth every sacrifice, including the ultimate price I paid to reconcile you to myself. Place your faith in my unwavering love, for it does not change with your moods or mistakes. Do not let your heart become troubled when you see the pain and brokenness of the world around you, for I have called you to be a beacon of hope. Shine my light in places overshadowed by despair, and watch how a simple act of kindness can echo with my healing power. Take courage to stand for justice, to show mercy, to love the outcast. For in doing so, you reflect my heart to a weary world. Believe that I will amplify your small actions of faith, using them to plant seeds of restoration in countless lives. Keep going, for I am with you, and my goodness will triumph. My beloved, I want you to pray, not only for your own needs, but also for those who are weary and heavy laden. For in your intercession, you align with my compassion. Your prayers for others transcend the limitations of physical distance or resources, tapping into my limitless bounty of grace. Never underestimate the power of a sincere petition offered in love, for I handle those prayers as precious incenses rising before my throne. As you lift others up, I will also refresh your own spirit, causing blessings to flow back into your life like a reciprocating tide. Be generous with your supplications, for I delight in responding bountifully. Even the mountains that look immovable, the challenges that seem insurmountable, must yield to the authority of my name. When you invoke my name over your circumstances, you align yourself with my unstoppable sovereignty, and that is no small alliance. Walls that appear unbreakable will crumble, hearts that seem unreachable will soften, and paths that seem blocked will open. No barrier is too large for my might, and no heart too far for my redemption. Declare your trust in my omnipotence, for there is no battle I cannot overcome on your behalf. When you stand at crossroads, uncertain which direction to pursue, simply ask me for wisdom, for I give liberally to those who seek me. I am the fountain of all knowledge, understanding, and discernment, and I take delight in guiding my children. In my counsel, you will not find confusion or contradiction, but clarity and insight that lead to paths of life. Do not rely merely on your own reasoning, for my vantage point is higher, and I see the tapestry in its entirety. Accept my instruction, and watch how confusion dissipates like morning fog. I call you to approach me boldly, not timidly, for I have granted you access to my throne of grace through the sacrifice made on your behalf. You do not come as a stranger or mere servant. You come as a cherished child, bearing my royal seal of acceptance. Take hold of the spiritual inheritance I have prepared: peace, joy, and righteousness in my kingdom. Clothe yourself with the identity I bestowed, for you are not an orphan, but an heir with full rights and privileges in my household. Let this knowledge fuel your confidence, for you are deeply loved. When the world places labels on you, failures, mistakes, or unworthy, I speak a better word. I see beyond your present condition and call you by a new name that aligns with my eternal perspective. My words hold creative power, shaping destinies and rewriting narratives, so do not allow condemnation to overshadow my pronouncement of grace. Partner with my vision and watch how your life transforms under the anointing of my spoken favor. Lift your head to the sky, for you bear the mark of my love, not the stigmas of society. My beloved, take heart that your past does not disqualify you, for I specialize in using vessels that the world might label as flawed or unremarkable. Just as I chose fishermen and outcasts to spread my gospel, I can use your story, your scars, and your experiences for profound impact. What others dismiss, I redeem and elevate, weaving your story into a beautiful testimony of my grace. Do not hide in shame, for I take the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, proving that my glory rests not in human strength, but in my transformative power. Shine, because I created you for such a time as this. Keep your spirit open to my correction, for I discipline those I love, molding them for higher purposes. My correction is never to destroy, but to purify, like a goldsmith refining precious metal, removing impurities so that your true beauty emerges. Do not fear my pruning, for it ensures you bear fruit in abundance, fruit of character, compassion, and holiness. With each cut, I am removing what hinders you, so that you can flourish and reach the destiny I have mapped out. Trust in my fatherly love, for my discipline is a pathway to your greatest potential. Even in sorrow or mourning, I am the God who turns weeping into dancing, exchanging your ashes for a crown of beauty. I see you in your grief, and I come with healing in my wings, tenderly binding up your wounds and speaking words of life to your broken heart. No tear is wasted. Each one sows seeds of empathy and deeper communion with me. I will not leave you in the valley of sorrow, but will lead you to a place where joy once again blossoms. Rise from your sorrow with hope, for I promise that your tears will eventually be replaced by songs of rejoicing. As you face the daily grind of responsibilities and routine, do not let your heart grow numb to my presence. I walk with you in the mundane, turning ordinary tasks into opportunities for fellowship and gratitude. Invite me into the small details, your workplace, your meals, your conversations, and discover that my presence infuses these moments with meaning. The mundane can become a sacred space when you acknowledge me as your constant companion. Smile in that assurance, for my nearness is not reserved for special occasions only. It is your daily reality. In a world that idolizes busyness, I call you to Sabbath rest, to cease from striving and delight in my company. Resting is not a luxury, but a command I give out of love, for I know your frame, and I understand the limits of your endurance. Allow yourself to unplug from the swirl of tasks and deadlines, trusting that I hold all things together even as you pause. In that stillness, I refresh your mind, renew your energy, and refocus your spirit on what truly matters. Embrace my invitation to rest, for it is a gift that reinvigorates your journey. When you stand on the brink of a new chapter, be it a new job, a move to a different place, or a new season of life, remember that I go before you. The unknown may cause you anxiety, but my voice calls you to courage, reminding you that I have prepared the terrain for your footsteps. I open doors that no one can shut, positioning you exactly where my grace will sustain you. Take that step of faith, for I have not led you this far to abandon you. Keep your eyes on me, for I pave the road to your next horizon with my unwavering care. Let your heart remain teachable, for there are always deeper depths of revelation and greater heights of wonder to explore in my presence. Stay curious and open, reading my word with a childlike eagerness to learn, and watch as my Holy Spirit brings clarity to your confusion. No matter how much you understand, there is infinitely more to discover, and I delight in revealing my mysteries to those who truly seek me. Do not grow complacent, thinking you have arrived. Spiritual growth is a lifelong voyage with me as your guide. Remain expectant, for I have fresh manna for you each day. As the seasons change, so do the chapters of your life. But my steadfast love remains the constant thread weaving everything together in harmony. You can look back with gratitude and look forward with anticipation, for my hand has never ceased to guide you. Each experience, whether joyful or painful, has a role in shaping the masterpiece I am creating in you. Release the burdens of regret and clothe yourself with the garment of praise, for I have been faithful, and I will continue to be. Step forward with a confident heart, for my covenant with you stands unbreakable. In the final analysis of every struggle, it is my grace that keeps you standing, my mercy that spares you, and my love that upholds you. Your human strength is limited, but my divine strength is boundless, making all things possible for those who trust in me. Cling to that immeasurable power, and do not be weighed down by your own limitations or the negative verdicts of others. I define you, and I have declared you victorious through my eternal plan. Let your spirit arise with hope, because the same grace that saved you continues to sustain and empower you. Precious child, my unchanging love for you will stand the test of every trial, every shift in life, and every challenge you encounter. Nothing can separate you from the embrace of my heart, for I have bound myself to you in a covenant of grace. Even when you wander, my love beckons you home, arms wide open to restore and to heal. Rest in the knowledge that I cherish you without condition, delighting in every ounce of your being. Take comfort, for my love stands as your eternal anchor in a changing world. I bless you now with the fullness of my promises, speaking into your life. Peace for your spirit, courage for your challenges, and unyielding faith for every uncertain horizon. I sow seeds of favor in your family and in your relationships, that you might flourish like a well-watered garden. My Holy Spirit flows through your household, saturating every corner with grace, so that unity and love might prevail over strife. Go forward in the awareness of my presence, for my protective hand shall remain upon you. Embrace the wholeness I provide, knowing I will never cease to watch over you. Look forward with confidence, beloved, because the best is yet to come, and no obstacle can halt the destiny I have ordained for you. Keep your gaze on me, for I am the author of your story, and I continue to write new chapters of hope and restoration. Walk with boldness, step by step, trusting that each day holds the potential for another miracle, another lesson, another expression of my love. I will not fail you nor forsake you, for I am your steadfast tower of refuge. Remain expectant, for I am eager to shower you with blessings beyond what you can imagine. You are safe in my hands, enveloped by a comfort that surpasses every earthly security. When the storms come, as they will in life, rely on the knowledge that I have conquered every tempest in advance. My peace is your inheritance, a treasure that stands firm even when circumstances roar with chaos. Hold on to it, protect it, and let it guard your heart from fears that would paralyze. Rejoice, for I am your sure refuge and your unstoppable fortress. Dare to dream again, my precious one, for I place visions and possibilities within you, not to tease or disappoint, but to lead you to your highest calling. As you dream, remember that my resources are boundless and my desire to bless you is genuine. Refuse to be limited by the past or by what others deem impossible. With me, the improbable becomes reality, and what is unattainable by human standards becomes a demonstration of my divine love. Keep your dreams alive, for I stand ready to fulfill the righteous desires of your heart. Stand firmly in the identity I have gifted you, beloved, chosen, royal, and holy, set apart for a purpose that transcends fleeting trends or shallow ambitions. You are part of my grand design, a tapestry woven into the greater narrative of salvation and hope. Claim this identity with joy and walk in the power of my calling, for I shine through you, revealing my heart to the world. Abandon lesser labels and anchor yourself in the name I give you, redeemed child of the Most High. Find your sense of worth in me, and your confidence will never waver. Though fear may occasionally grip your thoughts, whether fear of failure, fear of loss, or fear of the unknown, do not let it rule your life. Perfect love casts out all fear, and I am the source of that perfect love, saturating your spirit so thoroughly that anxiety must flee. When anxious thoughts arise, run to me, share your every worry, and trust that I exchange your trepidation for enduring peace. My remedy for fear is my presence, a powerful antidote that dissolves the lies that threaten your stability. Cling to my promise, for I conquer fear on your behalf. In times of testing, keep in mind that I have already charted your triumph, and I will use these moments of trial to build up an inner fortitude you never knew you possessed. You are not enduring these trials in vain, They are shaping your capacity to bear greater blessings, deeper insights, and a richer empathy for others. Through the furnace of adversity, I forge in you a resilience that becomes a beacon of hope to those who will walk a similar path. Endure with grace, for I am your refuge, and my presence makes the heat of the flames bearable. Rejoice, for your endurance bears fruit in my kingdom. Be assured of my unwavering fidelity, for my nature is steadfast and unalterable, unaffected by the shifting sands of human unpredictability. I am the same God who parted seas, tore down walls, and breathed life into dry bones. Why would I not move mountains for you? The covenants I have made throughout history I uphold with zeal, and your place in my covenant of grace is sealed by my own word. Stand on this rock of certainty, for my loyalty outlives any human betrayal or disappointment you might face. Trust that I will continue to show my mighty hand in your life. Taste the sweetness of my grace daily, for it is a fountain that renews your spirit and prepares you to face each new dawn. Rather than condemning yourself for flaws or stumbles, accept my correction in love and rise stronger, with fresh vigor to follow my ways. Your everyday moments are the tapestry in which my grace is woven, so never underestimate the small steps of obedience and kindness. These small acts accumulate into a symphony of testimony that proclaims my faithfulness to those watching. Keep pressing on in the rhythms of grace, for I am with you at every step. Even when you encounter dryness in prayer or devotion, when you feel spiritually stagnant and wonder if I still care, do not let discouragement speak louder than my truth. Those deserts become places of deeper dependence, teaching you to long for my water with a fresh intensity that will birth new devotion. I am the wellspring that never runs dry, inviting you to come and drink freely, to be satisfied beyond measure. When the dryness lifts, you will emerge with an even greater appreciation for my presence, having learned that I remain your life source. Let hope rise in your heart, for I never fail to refresh, and now, I reaffirm my ever-faithful love toward you, binding you with a bond that no force in heaven or on earth can sever. I watch over your family, your dreams, and your aspirations, placing my hands over them like a protective shield. You need not fear the future, for my blessing rests upon every step you take, guiding you into blessings prepared long before you were born. I invite you to walk forward in the serenity of my promise. All things are under my command, and I orchestrate them for your good. Take heart, for I have inscribed you on the palm of my hand, and my gaze never departs from you. My beloved, let your mind rest on this unwavering truth. My blessings will chase you down, overshadowing the regrets of yesterday and illuminating the path to your tomorrow. You are free to dream, free to love, free to serve, free to rejoice, because my favor grants you wings to soar above the mundane. Speak my promises aloud, reinforcing them in your soul, and watch the darkness retreat as light floods your circumstance. I have designed you to triumph, not in your own strength, but in the unstoppable power of my spirit. Believe in that destiny, for I have sealed it with my faithful word. Finally, believe that my peace now envelops you, saturating the atmosphere of your thoughts and providing a tranquil home for your heart. Carry this peace with you into every interaction, every endeavor, and every challenge, allowing it to testify to my abiding presence in your life. You are forever loved, forever cherished, forever sheltered in my everlasting arms, and nothing can pry you from my grasp. Step into the days ahead with a calm confidence, for my blessing pours out upon you like an endless river, inviting you to submerge yourself in its refreshing flow. Look ahead, dear child, For the best is yet unfolding, and my kingdom awaits you with wide open arms.